Welcome to the ISSS Electronic Check-in Review. Electronic check-in is a required process for all new international students. This is completed using our online platform called Teradata, or TDS. In this video, I will provide you with a walkthrough of the various steps that you need to complete for your electronic check-in. First, this is the Teradata homepage. What you will do is click the login button in the top right corner. You are a new and current student, so you will click this link on the left and log in using your RPI credentials. This is what you use to log into your email account. I have to log in a different way. So disregard what you see here, as that the right process will not apply to you. And yours will also look a little different when you log in, because I am a super user. So from here, you want to go to your user homepage. This will show you all of the existing requests that are in your system. Now, you'll see different things here. This is the system that RPI uses to manage your records for anything immigration related. This is specific to international services. Other offices actually do not have access to all of this data. And so sometimes you'll see things that you have created when you get a little further on in your academic career here. Sometimes you'll see things that we have created for you, just like this electronic check-in for international students. And so you'll see there's a deadline because this is due shortly after the start of the semester. And you'll click the red link to access the program. And in here, you'll see a series of instructions along with questionnaires that you need to complete. So each one of these red links is a hyperlink. And when you click into it, you'll see what we ask for you for each document. You'll be asked to upload a copy of your I-20, and it needs to have both page 1 and page 2. And on page 1, you need to sign your I-20. So what you'll do is you can take pictures on your phone. That's fine as long as they're clear. You can use a scanning app, a scanner, whatever works best for you. Once you have the document, you'll click the Upload a File button. You can also drag and drop from your desktop. And you're going to access the document. I'm going to access a fake document. And so you'd put it in here. You can upload a single document. So if you do have pages 1 and 2 in separate image files, put them into a Word document or add them to a PDF converter program. If you're on a Mac, use the preview function and bring your files together into a single document. When you're done, make sure to hit this red Submit button at the bottom of the page. Once you hit Submit, you cannot change anything. And you'll see that a black check mark appears that shows that this item has been completed. The next item is going to be a copy of your most recent I-94 record. This is a document that you will access yourself online. It is only accessible to you after you have entered the United States. And this will list your name, the last date you entered the United States, so it updates every time you enter. And it shows that you enter in F1 status. And so this link up here is going to be how you go to the formal government website to access your most recent I-94 record. You'll see the link there, agree, and move forward and answer some questions. We have provided a sample document for you, and you can look at this to see what we are expecting to receive for this item. So it'll look like this, although it may be in color, that's fine. And it will say that you've been admitted in F1 status for D/S, which means you're admitted for the duration of your F1 status. And then your information, of course, will be provided in this section here. Once you have the document, just like the previous slide, or question rather, you'll go ahead, add it in, or drag and drop, and submit. If you have issues accessing your I-94 record, please contact our office, provide a copy of your passport, and we'll be happy to help you troubleshoot. The next part, speaking of passports, is uploading a copy of your passport. Now, we don't need every single page. What we're looking for is something that looks like this sample passport. It contains your photo, your name, when it expires, date of birth, and it needs to contain this section on the bottom that has all those carets called the machine readable zone. Now, it doesn't have to be a perfect scan or image just like this one is, but as you see, there's some holographic elements in this passport. That's true of most passports. You'll want to make sure that when you take a photo, we can see the content that's listed here, and it's not covered by the holograph being shiny from your photo. When you're done and you have your image, go ahead, upload the file, and hit submit. Another checkbox done. Now, you'll provide us with a copy of the visa sticker from your passport. If you are a Canadian citizen, you do not have a visa sticker. In this case, you would answer yes. But the majority of students are not from Canada, so you'll answer no. And once you do that and hit next, you're presented with additional information. Here, you'll upload a copy of the visa sticker that says either F1 or J1, depending on your visa status. And you will take a picture again with your phone is fine and upload the document here. When you're done, hit submit, another checkbox down. The next step is that you need to provide us with emergency contact information. You'll want to read through these instructions. You'll provide the name, what's the relationship, the phone number, the native language. You are not required to, but you are welcome to provide the email address. And then you will choose if we can speak with your emergency contact about your immigration status. You can answer yes, or you can answer no, but you must answer the question. When you are finished and have completed all the required elements, please click the submit button. Now, this is something that you can go back and edit. So if you change your mind, you'd like to list another person, you are welcome to do so. The next required item is the International Student Foundations Program. You will receive an email about 1 month or so before the semester starts that provides you with the link to this International Student Foundations Program. It is mandatory that you complete this program because it provides you the information that you need to maintain your F1 status or J1 status while you're inside of the United States. You must answer yes or no. If you answer no, please note that we cannot move forward until you've completed the International Student Foundations Program. You will click submit once you've answered the question, and then the last questionnaire is this local U.S. address. You are required to notify our office of any address changes inside the United States or outside of the United States within 10 days of the change. Now, that might be a lot of emails. Maybe your family moves, maybe you move off campus at some point. So the best way that you can keep us informed is actually using the Student Information System, or SIS. And so you'll see here, you must have both a local and permanent address on file with RPI. The local address is your address here in Troy, New York. Your permanent address is your address outside of the United States. Now, good news. If you're going to live on campus for your first year or second year, your on-campus address will automatically be added by student living and learning. And what you'll do is just answer yes. If you live off campus or whenever you move off campus, you're going to make sure to update SIS within 10 days of the move. We have a link here to SIS, and I recommend you familiarize yourself with the various information that's available in here for you to know. But we also want to let you know, what does a US address look like? Addresses across the country are very different. And so standard US address format has an address line 1 that lists a house number and a street name. Address line 2 has an apartment number if this applies. Not all houses and streets have an apartment number. You will leave address line 3 entirely blank. You will list the city. Most of you will be living in Troy, New York, and New York is the state, so that will be in a separate area in SIS. And then zip codes are 5-digit numbers that are different depending on the location. So USPS, the United States Postal Service, has a zip code lookup field. So if you're not sure what your zip code is, you can type in the rest of your address and then find your zip code. So here's what a sample address might look like. Line 1 is the house number, 1528, and the street name, 15th Street. There are a lot of numbered streets here in Troy. There is an apartment number, so it's apartment 3. Address line 3 remains blank. The city is Troy. State is New York, abbreviated with the capital letters of N and Y. And then the zip code 12180. And whenever you get a US phone number, if you don't have one before coming, you'll want to update that also in SIS. So when all of this is done, you'll click the submit button. And now you'll see these questionnaires are all done. But if you go to submit, it's actually not complete yet. So that means we scroll down and see that there's something else we need to do. There's one more blank checkbox, and that is the check-in at a station. So in here, you will review and read carefully all of these items. These are the primary responsibilities of maintaining your F1 status. This is a legal document. So you always have the ability to print this and save this, although everything will remain available to you in your Teradata records if you ever want to go back. You will click here to sign digitally. Again, clicking accept means it's as if you're signing on paper and it's the same legal responsibility. And then that will update and show as completed. Now, all of the possible checkboxes here have been finished. At this point, you must scroll back to the top of the screen and click this red submit button. If you do not click this button, we do not know that your electronic check-in has been finished and is ready for us to review. So when you click this, you'll see a green message across the top that says, "Thank you for completing the electronic check-in process." If we have questions, we will contact you via your RPI email. So make sure, if you're not already checking this daily, you want to check regularly throughout the first few weeks of the semester, as many offices will share important information here. So you can check the status of your electronic check-in by going back here to your user homepage. And so right now, because we are very early on while I'm making this recording, this has not yet changed. But when you are doing this, because it will only be provided to you shortly before the start of the semester, you'll be able to see that this changes to also reflect the status is submitted to ISSS. When we have reviewed it, we will update the status to reflect either check-in complete, and that means everything is done, or student action needed. And that means we will also be sending you an email, and you'll be able to view it in your messages that indicates that there's something that requires correction. So you'll have to go back here and fix whatever we tell you needs to be adjusted. I hope that this video has helped walk you through and understand the process. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact our office. You can always find our information by searching ISSS or ISSS RPI, and then we are the first link on the search results. This is our website. You can find information about how to contact us under the services section. We look forward to having you join us this semester and have a great start.